Sweet. Well, welcome. So, yeah, as we kind of hop into it, basically we want to go through your journey. So, the first question is kind of like, what were you really struggling with before you decided to do this program or get started?
I was really struggling with the idea of getting back into the gym. That was very anxiety
Mm,
producing and very haunting
mm,
just because I had no plan. And
mm,
this program really, really helped with that. And it
mm.
got me going to the gym like 4 times a week, which is insane going from 0 to 4, but I loved it.
Nice.
Um, yeah, it just kept me really accountable and focused.
Well,
And it was
focus.
easy.
It was easy. Yeah, that was gonna
Yeah.
be my next question. Was it kind of like sustainable for you?
Yes, it was definitely sustainable. Like it was nice where the weekends were off.
Hmm.
And then like if I needed like a personal day or a day, then it was easy to take that and just like get back into it or just like reschedule it.
Right.
If that
So,
makes sense. Like we could just like push it back a day and I like wouldn't jump off the wagon.
right. As before, you would usually just jump off the wagon.
Yeah, I would just be like, oh, I'll take a day. I'll take another day. I'll start
Mm.
again next week. I'll start again next month.
Yeah.
Whereas
The
this was just
classic.
like, okay, I can take a day and then easily pick right
Right.
back up and not, yeah.
Kind of get into it. Yeah. Which is obviously super important with like schedules and how they're like chaotic.
Yes.
Awesome. So what were some of the things that we implemented that kind of helped most of all, or that you noticed helped most?
I think with the app, it really helped, especially with the app, it just really helped with knowing my weights and just being able to like, okay, I was able to do this and then we can get back into it the next time we're doing that exercise without being like, I have to carry a notebook or really have to think
Mm,
about it or
mm,
thing like that. And then just the meetings with you just kind of really helped be like,
mm.
okay, I actually have to do this.
Yeah.
Like somebody is actually paying attention.
Right. So for you, it's more like the accountability piece kind of that
Yeah.
stuck. Right.
Yeah. And it was all super easy to just like to do it all. There wasn't anything hard about it.
Right. It was just even the sense of just having someone there was enough to be like, okay, I got to do this.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then every so often having those questions, it's like, this is what I'm thinking about or that.
Yeah. And like if I did have any questions, even though I didn't really often,
Yeah.
it would just be nice to be like, I do have a trainer who can answer those instead of like wandering aimlessly around the gym.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Hey, do you know this?
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen
um,
those videos of people going up to people and asking, but that's not me.
yeah,
I would just
exactly.
like,
I like my little corner.
yeah, exactly.
And then what were some of the results that you saw that kind of either impressed you or motivated you to kind of continue on?
I was able to like knowing my history of like the weights that I've done in the weeks before, and then like the fourth or third week that we had, I'd be like, no, actually, like I can go up 20 pounds instead of the 5 that I was doing.
Mm,
Um, and then also noticing in my own body muscles kind of pop out and
hmm
like feel more toned and just like felt less tired, especially at work. There wasn't like a big
hmm
um energy dip or anything like that. It was just more consistent.
mm,
Um and then because I was going to the gym in the morning, I was like getting up out of bed and getting my day started
mm,
rather
hmm.
than just like slowly having a coffee.
Yeah.
The energy and like the feeling strong were the main ones that I noticed.
Right. Kind of like the holistic approach. It kind of fit better into your life, not even just from
Mhm.
like a physical perspective, but kind of bettering everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, yeah, that was important for you. Just, I remember talking because getting into work and like um, really dealing with the chaoticness of your work and then
Mhm.
trying to implement something health wise.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then last question, classic salesy one. If there was anyone on the fence about joining up or wanting to do program or learn more about it, what would you tell them?
I would just say it's definitely worth it, even if it's just to kickstart.
Mm,
Um, yeah, I would say it's 100% worth it. I'm really glad that I did it.
hmm.
It just like takes a lot to pull that trigger.
Yeah.
It's
For
like
sure.
very, especially for a shy human being,
Yeah.
it's just very hard.
Right. And is that more difficult just because like to ask somebody and like ask for advice or even like kind of inquire about because this is personal, right? Like it's like
Yeah.
I got to learn a lot about you.
Um, no, I would just say this like the whole idea is just kind of very daunting and like
Mm,
yeah, letting somebody know what you're actually scared of.
mm,
But in the end, like it's worth it.
yeah.
Like it's not that scary. It is scary, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I still don't know how you feel about it.
Well, yeah, like I don't know, like I tell like random people things. Like I talk to my massage therapist about a lot, but it's just like different when it's like face to face and they're like
Mm,
you're like holding that like holding me accountable for my fears,
mm, mm-hmm,
if that makes any sense.
mm-hmm. Kind of like facing it almost, but from a not from like a coddling
Yeah,
aspect. Yeah.
yeah,
I ain't your mother. No, just
exactly.
kidding. Awesome. Well, I appreciate that. Let me just like